Hello and welcome to this very special edition of our Mindful Habits. Usually I have a guest expert with me, but today I'm really pleased to invite one of my Unshakeable Mama clients onto this session. We've been working together since, when was it? Was it like March? April?
Yeah, I was
Something
going
like
to
that
say
this year.
April. Yeah.
And then you had a little break and then you popped back in again, haven't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
um, so hi, I'm Michelle, if we haven't met before. I'm the Unshakable Mama, and I'm very passionate about helping frazzled working mums who are determined to find or to achieve, create time, energy, and financial freedom. So you can make the seemingly impossible your new reality. And we do that via very simple, effective 2-minute mindfulness and manifestation, mindfulness mindset and manifestation practices that you can just do throughout your day. So we're creating a toolbox of practices that you can use whenever. And the idea of this group, the Mama Sanctuary, and 2-minute mindful habits for calming working mums, or to calm working mums, is all about building those foundations and rooting down deeper. So you build on your toolbox of habits. These are all the habits that I've used throughout my last few years, becoming the unshakable mama. The unshakable mama being the person who, a person who does not get caught up in the drama of life and doesn't get caught up in the agitation and aggravation and will not be derailed by anyone or anything. And you're so focused on achieving what it is that you want in your life, and on your priorities and your values, what's most important. So I'm really happy to have you here today, Sorrel.
Thank
Um,
you.
Sorrel, and you do have a business as well, so I'm going to give you a little get a little boost here. So
Thank you.
it's Reflex First Aid, and you're based in Somerset, aren't
In
you?
Somerset. Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Thank
welcome. So
you.
do you want to
Thank
share a
you.
little bit more about yourself and what you do and why you do it?
Yeah. So I am, I guess I would say primarily I am a mum of three. Um, that's kind of I feel like that's my biggest role. Um, and I also run a business, as you said, alongside that, um, which, as you can imagine, can be quite frazzling. It's like I work from home, so I'm juggling a lot of things, and I'm currently actually looking at my older kids' breakfast still sat on the table. And yeah, there was a time when that would have kind of been like, oh my God, I've got to do that, and I've got to do this, and I've got my youngest spitting out apple all over the floor. It's kind
This
of
is
like a
raw and
constant,
real.
yeah, a constant kind of chaos. But yeah, I love the fact that I kind of can be my own boss, and I think that has helped. Yeah, that has helped with this journey because I can, yeah, I feel like I'm in charge of myself, and
Yeah.
this has kind of helped me to see that.
Yeah.
Um,
That's
I'm not
really
like a victim of time and everything.
Yeah, we've worked on your boundaries before the summer, didn't we? Like your working boundaries and
Yeah,
like setting that
I
dedicated
think,
time and
yeah,
yeah, so you know exactly where you are in the day. Like this is my working
yeah,
time, this is my mum zone, this is my sorrow. Maybe
yes,
there's like a little bit of sorrow, but
yeah.
I
There is
don't
more
know.
solo time now.
Yes, there is because you've
Yeah,
started your amazing hobby,
like,
haven't
yeah, I
you?
have. Yeah,
I don't know if you want to share what it is or
I probably will. Yeah, that's actually
yes.
one of my points later.
Ah,
Um,
fantastic. Okay, well, I look forward to hearing about that then. No, we're talking today about Hello Beautiful
yeah,
and mirror work. Mirror work's a really powerful tool that I've been teaching for a while now, and it always gets really profound, has a really profound impact on the women that I share it with. And I shared it with you in a coaching call once, and I remember you being really passionate about the results and the impact and the benefits
yeah.
it has, which is why I invited you on today to share that. So what is the importance of it, and like how has it benefited you and your family?
Yeah, well, yeah, when I first tried it, when you first kind of talked about it, I was like, oh, okay, I'll try it, thinking that it's kind of, I mean, I thought how much of an impact could that really have? Like those 2 seconds of your day, how could that really do anything to you, really? And initially, like I'm saying this because if people try it for the first time, I don't want them to do it once and be like, well, that's weird, and just never do it again.
Yeah.
It does feel weird, like especially if you are like me, if you're a well, in any situation in your life really, but as a mum, I feel like I I tend not to view myself as a person. Like I know I'm a person, but not I don't look at myself as a human being. I don't really matter that much compared to like I've got to do this for my kids. I've got to make sure so and so is happy. I've got to feed so and so. And yeah, so this I feel like I looked into my eyes and saying hello beautiful. I don't know, it like you suddenly see yourself as the person that other people see, and it kind of happens gradually. The first couple of times will be weird and it will feel kind of awkward and like why am
Yeah.
I saying this? But
Yeah.
it's yeah, it eventually you really do, you start to have a bit more compassion for yourself, because you'd never even it's not about looks either. It's not beautiful as in, oh, you're looking hot today. Like it doesn't matter what you look like. It's it's kind of looking at yourself as if you're somebody separate from yourself. Um, and then you kind of bring that into your life, I guess, just automatically. You don't even have to think about it again. It's just you look at yourself and you kind of think, oh, like if you oh, I'm rambling. If you've got like bags under your eyes, or you look like really tired, and you know what you've been through, like say you've had like a sleepless night, and then you look at yourself as if you're looking from the outside,
Yeah.
and you kind of think, oh wow, she's doing amazing.
Yeah.
And you'd never think that if you're just inside yourself. You just think, oh come
Yeah.
on, you need to do this, you need to do that, and like you're so hard on yourself until you separate yourself, and then you realize that if you saw somebody else in the same position as you, you'd be like, look at all the amazing things that you have done, and look at like, look, you're beautiful, you're amazing, you're like so you're such a kind mum, and you're like doing your best and blah blah blah. So it kind of it really has a huge knock-on effect. Just 2 seconds of looking at yourself as a person.
Yeah. So it's
Well,
such
that's
a
so rambling.
beautiful. No, no, it's wonderful to hear rambling because I can hear like how much of an impact it's had on you.
Yeah,
And you know, and not just that in those 2 seconds or those 2 minutes, whatever,
yeah,
that sets you up for the day.
yeah, it does. Yeah.
Do you find that you catch your reflection in other places? Like, because I mean, for me, I found that I if I catch myself my reflection in the car window as I walk by, for example, or a shop window, I'm like, oh yeah, hi.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
I
find
feel like
it's at that point, yeah, just or
I think
is it still a practice in the mirror, just in the mirror?
well, I think I mean I had a period of not doing it. Like we
Yeah,
I when you introduced it to me, I did it. I don't know how long I did it for, but enough for it to become like a really important thing. And then I just got kind of swept up in life. Um, but I don't feel like you can ever like properly lose that once you've got that kind of in your locker.
yeah,
um you can kind of revisit it, and it comes back. Like I had a break from thinking about doing it. And then you obviously have started doing the week of practice.
Yeah.
And so yesterday I kind of did it for the first time in quite a while. And yeah, and it was almost like an instant, like, oh, you again.
Hi,
Like,
friends. How have
oh, hi.
you been?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's like it's been reintroduced to me. So I feel like I will get to the point where I just
Yeah.
notice reflection, and it's like, oh, hi.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, like my kind of practice now is more of the reflection. It's like, oh, there I am. Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Hi, buddy. Hi, mate.
yeah. It
um,
doesn't have to be that exact
yeah.
phrase, but
And
that's just kind of an intro to it.
yeah. And then for me, like yesterday when I was doing the Facebook Live, that's the first time for a long
Yeah,
time that I've actually fully eye gazed with myself.
yeah,
Eye gazing, that's a whole other thing, and
yeah,
another exercise that's very powerful. But yeah, another time.
yeah.
But yeah, amazing. So how do you feel it's helped you show up? Has it helped you show up differently in your family life, in your
Yeah, I think
personal life, your sorrel
yeah,
life?
my sorrow life. I think I think it does give you a a level of, I guess it gives you like a level of self love, or like self appreciation, that you then give yourself a bit more grace in life. I do feel like I'm less hard on myself if I don't achieve like everything on my to-do list, because I realize that I am a person. I wouldn't lay into somebody who came to me and said, oh, I haven't been able to do this and this and this and this and this. I wouldn't be like, oh, well, you're pathetic, aren't you? Like, I would never talk to somebody else like that. So as soon as you start to see yourself as somebody else, weirdly, you start to give yourself the same, like, grace, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm a lot more calm
Mm.
as a knock-on effect, because I'm not putting so much pressure on myself to like achieve everything.
Yeah.
Um yeah, and I think it gives you a bit more confidence to, I guess I don't know whether that in itself gives you confidence, or whether the the kind of feelings then that you have for yourself encourage you to do other things that then builds your confidence.
Well,
Um,
yeah, a bit of both probably. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But it's all just like it's like a good snowball that happens
Mm.
from that point.
Yeah.
It's like a really good starting point, I would say.
Amazing. That's amazing. And you've already highlighted something I talk about a lot is about building that toolbox
Mm,
of practices. So you're saying you haven't used it all the time, but you know you've
yeah,
got it now, and
yeah,
that and it's it's still effective, and you don't have to go right back to the beginning to learn it again. It's just kind
yeah.
of like built into your
Kind of
psyche a
in
little
you,
bit
yeah,
now. So yeah, it's just that it's another tool that you can just call upon if you fancy it.
yeah. And if you feel yourself kind of slipping, in terms of like your mood or the way that you're reacting to certain situations, because it can definitely happen that if you slip out of practice of like anything, um you can start to kind of spiral into like, oh, you let things get on top of you more. And so to have things that you can just like 2 second things that can almost like snap you out of it,
Yeah.
it's really handy.
Yeah, stops you, caught catches you, doesn't it, before you
Yeah,
fall? And
you
because
sometimes
it
need.
is so easy. Like I mean, I myself, like many times over the years, have
Yeah,
fallen into that downward spiral.
That downward spiral,
what
yeah.
what I see in my life now is like the opposite vortex. It's like the vortex
Yeah.
of despair, and then the
Yeah.
vortex of abundance. I don't know, like
Elation. Yeah.
freedom of just
Yeah.
of like ultimate lifing.
Yeah.
It's yeah. So it's like just trying to keep that
That going,
energy
yeah.
stable and not let yourself dip. And that you are naturally going to have those dips.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do. If you see me do this lots on my Facebook lives, like the ups and downs of life. So we're going like that rather than like that.
Yeah, yeah. And still in the upwards vortex, so it's like a wibbly wobbly.
Exactly. It's yeah, we're never gonna, there's always going to be those challenges and things that try to like drag us down, but yeah. Amazing. So you've you said that you're calmer. Does that filter into your family life?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think it's I wouldn't say it was ever really kind of high stress, but definitely I've noticed things like the school run, or like the prep before the school run, is a lot more like non-eventful. It's not, I wouldn't say it's like incredible, but it's like we just get it done, and it's we're all happy at the end of it.
Like a well-oiled machine rather than a cranky, creaky.
Yeah, and like there's not like the snapping and the I told you 100 times to get your shoes on now. It's just like, yeah, it's a lot more calm, and I think that, I don't know how, but I think somehow that gets absorbed by the people around you. I don't think they need to necessarily do any kind of practices to.
It's because we're all mirrors of each other.
Yeah.
And we all co-regulate each other's emotions.
Yeah.
And we've got like our energy fields around us and all of that. If you believe in that, I know you do, but
yeah.
but if people listening believe in it or not, but we are all interconnected. And we do absorb. So if like one person is in a mood, like it's catching, like you can't be grumpy on your own.
No.
Because there's
there's nobody
to be happy and like just feel nice and content by yourself. But it's really hard to be grumpy when you're on your own. It's like you need that kind of like, it's like magnetism almost.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I hadn't
it's that ripple effect that I talk about. That like creating that ripple effect. So start with mum and it will ripple out. And it's funny because school mornings seem to be like the number one thing that changes.
Yeah, because it is like it's not the best thing in the world, is it? Like nobody really wants to do it. Like we would rather be in bed still, or like just having a nice calm, relaxed family morning. And it's like, right, we've got to do, like we've got into the habit of reading with the kids every morning, and then every day after school, and then every bedtime. Like we've got into a really good routine of reading loads.
Wow, that's
but now I feel like that's another thing that where I'm like, we've got to do the reading. We're in this habit now, and
only do stuff if it feels good. If it's starting to feel like a chore, then maybe it's
kind
of like
it's it's still, I think it's still as good, but it's just there's the potential for mornings to be kind of manic. But yeah, it's a lot better now. It's just we know what we're doing and we do it.
Amazing, well done. That's really great. And it's all a work in progress. Like we're all growing. Like like constantly. I'm growing. I'll never stop growing. I don't want to stop growing.
Yeah.
I want to keep like making myself feel happier and a better version of myself and kinder and more compassionate to myself and others, and have as many experiences as possible and everything.
Yeah.
So what do you think the challenges are then for mums with but you talked about the awkwardness, but challenges around this mirror work, like talking to yourself in the mirror, and around creating mindful habits? What would you say the challenges are?
I think for this one specifically, I do think I think the biggest thing is how hard on ourselves we are, like as a complete habit. Um, so to then flip that around and be so compassionate to yourself, it just feels really uncomfortable and really like it feels like you're lying initially. It feels like you're saying a line in a script and you don't mean it. And it's not until you actually look into your eyes and actually just allow yourself to see that person that it feels okay. But I think it's allowing yourself to see yourself with compassion
Yeah.
that is really tough.
Yeah.
um
It's, I think, like in my experience of coaching over the years, it's a case of you look in the mirror to put your makeup on. You look in the mirror to, like you say, be critical of yourself and
yeah,
like, oh look, got bags under my eyes or whatever. And I've had ladies who say, I don't look in the mirror. I just can't
yeah,
because my body's so gross after having my baby.
yeah,
And that just like breaks my heart.
yeah,
Absolutely breaks my heart. And and I'm like, well, try this. See how it is. Oh no, I can't. I'm like,
yeah.
you can just try it and see how it feels and try it more than
And
once.
they could try it first with like a little mirror. Like
Yes,
if the body is an
a little
issue,
handheld. Yeah,
yeah, look into your eyes first. And then once you see your soul and
yeah,
you start to practice seeing yourself as a person,
yeah,
I bet when they look at their bodies, because it's connected to that person,
yeah,
they'll suddenly be like, wow, like that person has carried a baby or babies. Like that body is beautiful too. But like I don't think you can just if you do have this hatred of your body, like it's not, or like disgust or whatever it is, like I don't think that you can instantly look at that and say that you feel beautiful. Like I think it's got to start with the eyes and move
definitely.
out, zoom out.
Or the smile or the part of your face that
Yeah,
you like, and
yeah,
because there will be something, and everybody's got a favorite part, like your the favorite side,
yeah, yeah. Look at it from the right angle.
yeah. And like there's, I mean, I was the same as well, and it didn't help that like my boys would say, oh mum, your bum's so wobbly and your like
Oh,
your tummy's all, and I'm like, thing is, I got to the point where it used to upset me to start with if they saw me in the
yeah,
shower, and then I got to the point where I was like, well, these boobs, they fed you for 13 months, you're
mm,
alive because of these boobs, and this tummy is where you were housed for 9 months, and it's where you used to
yeah,
live, and how can you possibly how can you possibly have grown to the size you were without my tummy getting stretched? And I
yeah,
was like, this
yeah,
this is a sign of your life, and it did, but it is the gradual process, and
yeah.
then you can like build up to, I don't know if you've tried this or not yet, but the naked one. Morning.
No,
In
I
front of the mirror,
haven't.
full length mirror,
No, I
straight
haven't.
out of bed. Morning. Hey,
Morning.
gorgeous. Oh wow, like, your body is so amazing.
Yeah.
But it's gradual. It's a gradual thing. It's
Yeah.
work in progress. It becomes a habit. You have to set the intention and then
Yeah.
snowball. So yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but time wise though, because time is always a thing that we worry about. You think there's
Yeah.
enough time for it?
Yeah. I mean, it really is so quick.
Yeah.
So I feel like it really is the ideal like if you're going to try to meditate for 20 minutes for every morning before you get up to do breakfast, like it's not necessarily realistic for anyone. Or
Yeah.
like most people probably that's you might do it one day, but then you'll be beating yourself up for not continuing it.
Exactly.
um
It's not sustainable.
yeah,
Yeah.
whereas honestly, like it's almost as quick as well, it's just so quick. It's just so quick. Like just maybe 5 seconds
Yeah.
and you're done.
And you feel amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, fabulous. That's great. So you've got 3 confidence boosting tips to share with us.
Yeah.
Confidence boosting tips for working mums, because
Yeah.
predominantly I feel like this is about, boosting your confidence, being kinder and more compassionate to yourself,
Yeah.
learning not to talk negatively to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
what
I
other
so,
tips
so
would you?
I would my first one would be to give this practice a try.
Mm,
I do feel like it's because of how quick it is and how easy it is. I do think if you give this a try for like a sustained amount of time, um, that's like a really good start point for you to then be open to other things.
yeah.
Um, another thing that I have found, pattern wise, I don't think that it matters how anybody looks or dresses, but I have found a real um connection between if there's mornings where I'm feeling like a bit meh, I will I will be drawn to wearing like the sloppy trousers and the sweatshirt with a stain on it and being like, oh, it doesn't matter what I wear. Like and I mean it. Like it doesn't matter what I wear, but because I've been drawn to the thing that kind of represents me as like not being worth
Yeah.
like not being worth feeling nice,
Mhm.
I then give out that, and it's again, it doesn't people's perception of you. You don't know how people perceive you, and you project what you think about yourself more onto other people. So it's not about how other people view you, but if you're feeling gross, and I have a really bad habit of calling myself a slug.
Oh,
I know. I
oh, rub
know.
that on the
I know. I
head.
know. So if I'm feeling scruffy and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go on the school run in my like sloppy clothes because
Mm,
it doesn't matter. Um, I will be going in there thinking, oh, I'm such a slug. I'm so sluggy.
yeah.
And that sets you up for the day in like not a great way. Um, so I'm not saying like you have to dress amazingly, but dress how you feel. Like
How you want
if
to
there's
feel.
yeah, how you
Yeah.
want to feel. Like if there's a certain kind of top that you're like, oh, this makes me feel nice, or like it's maybe like bright yellow and it makes you feel happy.
Brilliant.
Just I would say present yourself
I love
how
that.
you want to feel.
Yeah.
Um, and that goes for hygiene as well. Like
Yeah.
um I find I get into patterns where it's like, oh, I don't have time to have a shower right now. It's fine. Like I'm not actually like stinking out the room. And so I'll go too long, and then it's almost like if I do wash myself, it's like, oh, I'm not having a bit of me time. It's like it's actually like it's just washing my
It's a need.
body. That's
It's a
not
need. It's
yeah,
like a primal need.
that's not a
Yeah.
treat. Like
But
that
yeah.
shouldn't be a treat.
Yeah.
Um so yeah, I would say prioritize like looking after yourself physically.
Yeah.
Um because that will set you up for
Love that.
the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. I would
Um
second that actually as a pattern
yeah,
in my behavior as well. Like,
yeah,
I mean, living on a farm now, it's very easy to wear sluggy clothes
yeah, yeah.
because because I don't see anyone a lot of the time, and I see people online, and I can dress nicely for that, and then
Yes,
whatever.
yeah,
Oh yeah, to be honest, I've just got a jumper dress on today because it's getting cold.
yeah,
But yeah, it's true, and I love that you're noticing patterns, because that's something I like to talk about.
yeah, yeah. It's such
That's
it is
great.
it really is a pattern that I've noticed, and
Brilliant.
I've tried. Yeah, I'm tempted to. There's one particular pair of trousers that they it's really nice because they're so comfy, but I do just feel like scruffy in them. I feel like, yeah, I don't feel at my best in
Mm,
them.
mm.
And I'm tempted to just throw them out and be like, it's not an option anymore. Because
Non-negotiables, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, well, maybe. Well, yeah, let me know if you do.
Maybe I will, yeah.
I'm going to hold you accountable now.
Yeah.
I'll ask you.
I've put it on the
Couple of
internet
weeks.
now.
Have
Oh
you?
God.
Yeah, I'll be in the Facebook community. Have you got rid of those trousers yet?
And then yeah, the third one is once you've done the first two, you're going to be in quite a good place in terms of like your confidence, I guess. So try new things, like try everything. Like even the stuff that you're like, I'm not going to be good at that, and I'm not going to like that. Just just try, and then you never know. But don't try with like a oh I don't put any pressure on the outcome of any of it. Just yeah, just try stuff
So
because I
amazing to hearing you say all this stuff, that it's like
yeah
it's like proper embedded now in you.
yeah
Ah,
yeah. Um,
fantastic.
so yeah, I tried pole dance for the first time in July. Just completely randomly. It wasn't something that I really had ever considered trying. um, but I did. I did a class and it was amazing. And I have done it every single week since then.
Incredible.
Um, and that is like a snowball effect because it's it's something that I'm doing for me. So I'm like subconsciously telling myself that I'm worthy of doing something that is literally just because I like it.
And
Um,
spending the money doing the
spending
training as
spending
well.
money. Um, I'm physically so much stronger than probably than I've ever been, but definitely since I've had kids.
Yeah.
I'm seeing muscles that I have never seen on myself before. And so
Amazing.
that that hasn't come out of like, oh, I hate my body, I've got to work out to it's come from like a place of excitement and like just trying something new. And
Yeah,
so now it makes it easier to say hi beautiful because I'm like, yeah, my like
I
I
feel it.
feel I feel amazing.
Oh,
Um,
that's so good. I love it. I love this story. And share, are you happy to share how it came about? I mean, it wasn't like you say, you didn't sort of actively think, what, I want to try pole dancing. Why did you get into pole dancing?
so it
Everyone listening.
literally landed on my lap because it was a lady locally um booked the space at my work. So where I was working, she yeah, she just booked classes. And so yeah, it was just there. So I was like, well, I may as well try it because it's
Because
it's right.
you had that little window of time, didn't you? Before
Yeah.
starting your shift, or was it after your shift?
Yes. No, it was mid shift. So
Yeah.
I took it as my lunch break. So it was
Wow.
just like, yeah, yeah. And it was yeah, it turned out to be exactly what I needed. And I don't know if something else I mean maybe something else would have had the same effect and it's just a lucky random thing.
Yeah.
But that's why I think like people should try stuff that is a bit out there.
Curious.
Yeah, be curious and just have fun and
I love seeing your videos.
see what comes. Yeah, I
And
love it.
but there was a knock-on effect as well, wasn't there? Because like you started like this class and felt amazing, and then your boundaries shifted around your school pickups, didn't they? So because you to stop you rushing to get to work
Yeah,
and to your pole class, you arranged with your partner to do the school pickup that day. But
yes,
then that's another layer of stress coming on, and more of a shared
yeah. It
load.
all, yeah,
And
has,
now you're no longer working at that
yeah.
place
It's
and you're focusing on your business and you're still doing the poll. And
yeah.
it's kind of had this like bit of a domino effect, doesn't it? It's
No,
been
it is,
amazing.
yeah. It's really
Try
cool how it.
something new.
Yeah, yeah. Do it. Try it.
Sorry, what were you saying then? It's
Oh, I don't know what I
I
was
think you said
saying.
it's amazing. I talked over you,
Ah,
sorry.
no, it's okay. I think I was talking over you as well.
I think we're both getting excited about your
Yeah.
poll.
Oh, what was I going to say? I can't remember.
Don't worry,
But
it's fine.
yeah, it's just really cool seeing how it kind of it does have domino effects in
Mhm.
ways that you kind of wouldn't expect it to.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, so
Yeah.
exciting. Oh, it's so lovely. It's so lovely that you're sharing all of this. I was going to ask you a question. I can't remember what it was now. No, I don't know. So there's three
Yes.
confidence boosting tips then.
Yeah.
An unshakable mama.
Yeah.
And do you have any last words of wisdom at all? I
Um,
would say were pretty wise words.
oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. Um, yeah, I guess I would just say, um, just try to remember that you are a person first and foremost, and then it will all kind of come uh it will all fall into place from that point, I guess. um
That's beautiful.
yeah, I think that's
Thank you so much. That's
thank
amazing. Lots
you.
of wise words. Thanks so much for sharing with us. It's really
That's
lovely to chat
okay.
with you. And I would just like to highlight your name. I won't say your name, but the fact that you have your bubba with you,
Yes.
and that we can do this even with our
Yeah,
kids around. Like
yeah.
you've been doing these practices. Obviously, you don't take her to pole classes, but
No.
but yeah. But she's always on our calls when we do our
Yeah,
like circles, unshakable mum and circles and
yeah.
practices.
Pulling at my lips.
And yeah, you bring her to networking. That's how I met you originally, wasn't it? Through a
Yeah,
networking event. She was at
yeah,
a networking event and she's here now. Like we
yeah.
don't have to stop just because our kids are around. Like
No.
it's really important that we show them
Yeah,
these things, these other ways of
definitely.
parenting. And yeah, so she's picking up all these practices and this mindset that
Yeah,
you're learning and
yeah. No,
growth
it's
from
good.
you.
Yeah.
So amazing. Well,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much
No, that's you're very
for
welcome. Thank
joining
you.
us. And if anyone would like to contact Sorrel, then I'm going to put your contact details, your business details from the first aid
Thank you.
training in the show notes. But you're on Facebook and Instagram, aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
So yeah,
Amazing.
thanks
Thank
so much.
you.
Take care.
See you.